We drew a perimeter around the school and all the pervious and impervious sections to determine their respective areas. Properties of green infrastructure help to direct stormwater runoff and repurpose it. Two ways that pollution originates are non-source point, and point source. Oh my gosh, I meant point source and non-point source. Point source is when pollution originates from one single point, and non-point source is when it comes from multiple sources, like stormwater runoff. Nutrient pollution contributes to algae growth and low oxygen levels in water, killing aquatic animals and plant growth. Sediment pollution degrades water quality and prevents plant growth. It also increases cost of drinking water. Runoff can lead to costly damages from flooding and erosion. This impacts the environment as well. Contaminated runoff is likely to flow into rivers and eventually the ocean, which damages our water sources. To fix this problem of contaminated runoff, we can plant sustainable vegetation in the kelm ponds at the front of the school that filter out toxins from the water before it runs into Back Bay. We could plant water lilies or hornwort. Both filter out metals and chemicals from water. Stormwater management requires land space. It could also lead to increased taxes and prices of household water if the water became too contaminated. We calculated the CO2 sequestration of the kelm forest by blocking off a 20-yard perimeter and identifying the trees in that area and determining their sequestration. We then applied that number to the total acreage of the kelm forest to find the approximate sequestration of the total. To improve sequestration and limit CO2, we could plant more trees, especially sweet gums. CO2 in stormwater runoff goes into the ocean, which eventually leads to increased acidification. It also impacts climate change and migration patterns.